Hey guys, Don Martino here with a special message from Logitech. Do you guys like to create content? Well, these guys got what you need. We at Anorax believe in the brand of Logitech because they have helped us get started and they have helped us get out of a lot of different binds that we have been in. We're here to offer you some of the best deals Logitech has to offer, so please go down and click the links in the description below and that will be enough to get you started. Godzilla, King of the Monsters is directed by Michael Dougherty and tells a story of a mother named Emma, played by Vera Farmiga, and a daughter named Madison, played by Millie Bobby Brown, and a father named Mark, played by Kyle Chandler. And they all have the same mission to save the world, and they just disagree on how to do that, essentially. Meanwhile, on the side, you have a story about all the monsters fighting each other. And that's pretty cool. So this is definitely going to be one of the most underrated movies of the year. It's already not getting the best of reviews, but I certainly enjoyed it myself. I think that if you're into these kind of monster movies where you can just watch monsters fight and you're kind of going for that reason, check this one out. I don't think there's a lot of risk involved for you if that's what you're going to see this movie for, and for myself, that is what I was going to see the movie for, and I got a pretty good time out of it. I enjoyed this movie on a visual level as well. The cinematography was great, the color grading I really loved, and something else that was really great about this film was the musical score. I thought it was very compelling. Charles Dance is also in the film, and he plays a character named Jonah who works with Vera Farmiga's character Emma to help save the world. To me here, the characters are good, mostly. Vera Farmiga's character is great. She does very well in the film. Millie Bobby Brown as well is great in the film. The performances and the characters are both very good on that end. The problem is the characters on Kyle Chandler's end, which Kyle Chandler is very good in this film. I just found them to be the more boring characters, and there's a part leading up to the third act of the film that's very, very boring, and there's this whole chunk of boring with those characters. For the most part, though, their characters do work. It's just this one sequence that seems to go very, very long. But again, on the level of a movie where I can watch monsters fight each other, this movie is a lot of fun. I think that people will enjoy it for that, mainly like myself. But the characters are still pretty decent. I had a good time with them, and I found their stories to be fairly compelling. Michael Dougherty, as a director, definitely takes some rules out of Spielberg's book as well. There were times in this film that definitely reminded me of Jurassic Park without actually mimicking Jurassic Park, which I found to be pretty cool. And there are situations that you find yourself in an intense place right alongside with the characters, especially Millie Bobby Brown's character, Madison. And I think you can stand right along there with her, and it feels like you're standing along there with her because of the way that the film's shot, and the scope of the monsters is definitely shown. There are a lot of very big monsters, and you can tell how big they are because of the way that the film's shot. This isn't dissimilar to the Gareth Edwards Godzilla. I think that he definitely knew how to direct the monsters while showing the scope of them, and the same way here with Michael Dougherty. So he definitely takes out a Gareth Edwards book as well. There's some comedy in the movie that actually did make me laugh, and I was happy to see that because it didn't feel forced. It came up very organically, and I thought the script worked very well on that level. This is, of course, a part of the Godzilla Kongiverse, or whatever they're calling it now. So if you haven't seen Godzilla or Kong Skull Island, I definitely recommend those two before going to see this. There's definitely subtle ways that they like to plant connective tissue, and this is leading up to Kong vs. Godzilla, so if you are interested in seeing that, you gotta see these three films first. There are also a couple times in this film where the camera could be just a little too shaky for my taste, but I was able to get past it. And once you can see the scope of what's going on, because there's a lot of those moments as well when things are just done in really cool wides, it works for the film. And is this the most amazing Godzilla film ever? No.
Well, that's the real trick, isn't it?
It's definitely cool if you're a nerd about this stuff. I know fans of Mothra, like myself, are going to be very excited to see her involvement in the film. And that's just kind of one of the pluses, is all the monsters, man. If you enjoy the monster action, you're probably going to enjoy this type of film. I actually really did enjoy the horror movie aspects that it brought into it as well. I think that works awesome. In the end, Godzilla King of the Monsters, it's well shot, it's a fun time, it's a good popcorn flick. If you just want to sit at the theater, eat some popcorn, and have a good time watching monsters fight, then this is the film for you. Go see it. I highly recommend it. I'm going to go ahead and give Godzilla King of the Monsters a B+. Guys, thank you for tuning into this review of Godzilla King of the Monsters. I really do appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button below, hit the like button below, leave some comments in the feedback section, and also share this with your friends. I appreciate that very much as well. I'll also be leaving my Twitter and Instagram in the description below, so be sure to follow me there. Much appreciated. And this has been a review of Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I'll see you guys next time.